Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying sailing or whatever else you're doing on RuneScape. I just wanted to do a quick rambling video talking about sailing. So to start off, I just want to give Jagex a huge round of applause. Props to them. They absolutely crushed it with sailing. It's an amazing skill. It really fits the vibe of old school RuneScape. Like it's kind of slow, sometimes clunky, but it really makes sense with the game, and it's just not out of place. There's a lot of new concepts added. The release was very smooth, very amazing. Not too many issues, no serious game breaking glitches or bugs. The most serious thing that I saw was people getting onto other people's boats and stealing their cargo loot. Besides that, some oversights, like some of the crates giving like 10k XP, that was patched very quickly. People getting stuck. But aside from that, for like this kind of overhaul, this kind of skill to be released, and like how smooth it was, it's absolutely amazing. And the fact that they actually tested everything, like they put everything in the game like 2 weeks ago on the usual update, just to see how the game runs with everything in, just to see how the servers handle it. And I guess things went well. And then 2 hours before the release, the servers went down just for, I guess, the final things to be updated. And then once the servers came back up, you just had to wait the 2 hours, and then boom, right away you're able to start sailing. Other games that I've seen, their updates can take 8-9 hours, and you're trying to log back in, there's a queue. Like, no, none of that with old school. So that was amazing. Just a very good experience with the start of sailing and actually doing this skill. Everyone's complaining about 1 to 30 being very slow, and I felt the same way, and I still do feel the same way. It's very slow. It could be a little bit faster, but it doesn't need to be too much faster. Like, a lot of skills are pretty slow early on, and you don't want to just fly through the first 30 levels like you do with Waterfall Quest. It takes away a lot of the exploration. And I mean, yeah, you don't need to do 30 trips back and forth from Pandemonium Musa Point, right? So yeah, it could be a little bit faster, but not too fast, of course. And like with other skills, there's a lot of early level things that you do for a little bit, you do very quickly, and then you never touch again. So it's gonna be the same thing for sailing. It would be good if these early game ports, if they gave you higher level port tasks. Like Pandemonium Port Ceremony, the highest I see is like only level 40 or something, or high 40s, and I think that those should scale with you, go to further places. It just makes sense. You have a higher sailing level, Port Ceremony can do trade with Relica or something. Why not? But some other good things that Jagex did really well here is all these islands that they added. There's just so many of them. A lot of time and effort they put into these, like very unique islands, not just cookie cutter. And yeah, most of them you're just gonna go there one time ever, grab a key, grab a chest. I don't even know all the uses for all the islands yet, but a lot of attention to detail. So you can go off to the corner somewhere, find a random island, and just see what it has to offer. And it doesn't need to offer a lot, but just adds character. And I can't wait to see all the sailing locked Iron Men and all the weird things they have to do to actually progress their accounts, being locked to only ports or only these islands. That's really exciting to me. I can't wait for those to come out. Also, a lot of the designs and art styles for a lot of the things in sailing are really well made. I really like them. Some things are kind of whatever, like the Krakens out in the water, pygmy, armored, spined. They feel kind of bland. I hope they get updated in the future. But other things like the Minotaurs in that cave on that island near Barlamore, those are really cool. That cave is pretty cool. I'm sure there's nothing there right now, but I hope there's going to be something to do there in the future. My favorite are the cannons actually on the ships. Those are very crisp. They look like they don't even belong in RuneScape. I don't know. I'm just fanboying right now. But yeah, the cannons are very well made. The boats in general are very high quality, like way better than anything in 2004 or 2007, right? I mean, that's all the updates in the last 10 years. Just amazing graphics. Good job to the art team. Good job to the music team. A lot of good sound effects. Good songs. Yeah, and just good job to everyone involved in this at Jagex. I think this update as a whole has been a very, very big success. Like right now it's Friday night, but there's 146,000 players right now online, which is amazing. So yeah, kudos to Jagex and their creativity with all the islands, and I'm just excited to see what else they come up with in the future for sailing. And I have some ideas, like having your own large boat. Like imagine being able to have, or to be able to unlock much larger ships. Because right now, this is the largest ship you can have, the sloop, which you unlock at level 50. And, you know, for level 50, this is amazing. This is great. Good progression from the smaller boats. But, you know, level 70, 80, 90, this is still the largest. So, and I know, like, sailing just came out, and they're probably working on things, trying to, you know, figure out how to make everything work. But yeah, larger ships in the future would be amazing. And for example, you know, to be able to have something like this, your own, your own ship, not just a boat, but an actual ship. Like, imagine you're controlling this on the seas, and you can also customize it. Like, your sails come down, you have your own symbol there, pirate or just your fleet, your own customizable figurehead here. You know, you're just sitting over here controlling, steering the ship on the wheel. You know, you have like your flags. You have along the side, you have 3-4 cannons on both sides. You know, your salvaging hooks, all your stations. You go, there's the stairs or ladders going down to a second floor there where you have all your facilities. There's so much potential with larger ships. Like, look at these pictures. And obviously, we don't need all these in the game. Like, at least, like, for sure, one larger boat, like a brig. That's a classic. And then maybe one larger one after that. And will they be useful? Maybe, maybe not. If they have more events in the open ocean that need bigger ships to succeed, then bigger boats would be great. But even just to have like a bigger boat to flex on people, sail around and show off what you've built, that would be amazing. And see, they added so much to the map, which is amazing, and I'm sure they're gonna add more. See, like this area here is empty. You know, up here, the Forgotten Ocean, I think is kind of empty. Like, they can always expand it. The Curse Archipelago, who knows what's gonna come there. But like, maybe some far off places where only like a larger ship like this can take you, because waves are big. Like, you see big waves, you have to dodge them, you have to follow the currents, you know, storms you have to survive. Like, events that only a large ship like this can handle, like, that would be cool. And you can join up with your friends, like, you all have your ships side by side sailing into the unknown, into storm, to fight some kind of sea boss, sea monster that like takes up like half your screen. You like sail around as you fight, you fire cannons, stuff like that, like sailing based raids or bosses. Like, I'm sure stuff like that will come out. I'm just excited for it. I just want to share my ideas. Big ocean currents, like big whirlpools, kind of like Barracuda trials but for larger ships, not just in small contained areas but out in the open seas. Like big currents, you have to follow, big waves you have to dodge, lightning storms, things like that. Things you have to go through to get to these far off lands, and you need a big ship. PVM content, PvE with your friends on a boat. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's it for now. Those are some of my ideas. I'm excited to see what sailing has in store for us in the future. And until then, you guys take care. Enjoy the sailing grind. Peace.